What in the world is going on, y'all? EJC NFL Pod back at you. You can see which finger is it? There it is. We're going to do free agent winners and losers today. I failed. I wanted to get the old the retweet out there before we went live here, and I just wasn't fast enough. So I'm going to have to do that while you guys chat with each other. How y'all doing, man?
I'm living strong. I don't know what Cam's doing, but
I'm living all right. Right, man. We got
is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I was going to use it as a shameless plug for the Dungeons and Drag Routes Dynasty Talk episode that we this week. Fuck you, Tran, piece of shit. Tell him my beer. Anyway,
so that's what you get. People in here, hold on.
Yeah, that's what you get with the Dynasty Talk YouTube channel. Go check it out. We son of a bitch. We just got our new video out this week. We done our divisional draft in H2O. We done our divisional draft. These two gentlemen right here, pretty much half our league in the division conferences or whatever. It was a good old clean pile of fun. Nothing, just some good clean. You can watch it with your kids. Check it out. I'm living all right.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it with your kids. Don't watch it with your kids. Lord have mercy. Don't watch this show with your kids. That's what the fuck I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a wild one today, y'all. We're going to let loose. We're going to have some fun for sure. So let's just get right into it. Jason, I'm gonna go to you first.
All right.
Give me, what do you want? You want a player or a team winner first?
Ooh,
hit me with two of them. Actually, that's what I'd like to hear.
All right, so you want a team winner and a player winner.
Let's get it.
All right, so I got a few ones. Well, first of all, I'm finally going to concede. So if you're a fan of the show, if you watch us, if you've been hanging out with us, you know I've been giving Eric shit for weeks about Matt Stafford needing another wide receiver. Well, we got Deshaun Jackson on the roster. So now we're looking at some veteran presence behind Van Jefferson. And I don't think he'll start. But the point is, this receiving core is now feeling a little bit better to me. We've got, Cooks. We've got Whitey White, Milker, Mayonnaise, Milkerson. Van Jefferson, who will probably be really good this year. Really good this year. Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Van Jefferson will be really good this year. And I just want to see where Deshaun Jackson ends up. I think it'd be fun to see him out there, just blazing some go routes here and there, just surprising folks. I think that's a really big win.
I think that's good too, because they definitely needed some speed on that offense, because you got Cooper Kupp working underneath. Robert Woods can do anything really. And no, man, I think that's a really good one. So a winner for Deshaun Jackson and for the Rams as
Matt
far as
Stafford,
that goes. And Matt Stafford. Yeah.
They all
no doubt. What you got, Cam?
I'm going to go on the other side of this, just because I really want to get this out there. Loser, man. The Chicago Bears. Like, real quick, my main was this whole quarterback situation, dude. Like, sell the farm to get Wilson, right? They were ready to do all this, and then they ended up getting. They were quarterback, and then they settled for Andy Dalton, and then they got Foles as the back. Like,
thanks, man. I appreciate
Eric,
that.
You're a Cowboys fan. So you understand the pain it is to have a chance. You got some stats for Andy Dalton there, bud?
You want his last year's stats?
Yeah, go ahead and give it to the people.
So he started 9 games last year. He did it with a little bit of injuries. Obviously, Dak Prescott dealt with injuries. That whole offensive line dealt with injuries. So I want to preface it by saying that. But let's see. He threw for 2,170 yards, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Generally, so the stats will say one thing or whatever, but as far as me watching the game, Lord, he didn't look good, man. He had no time to. I will say this though, he did have a pretty decent rapport with Gallup towards the end of the season for sure. I didn't mind that at all. But as far as Andy Dalton being your starting quarterback for your franchise, a franchise that wants to get to the playoffs and potentially win a few playoff games, I don't like that at all. He got paid too. Did he get like $10 million or something?
I don't remember the contract, but yeah, he got a pretty decent paycheck there. I think the real loser in Chicago is not just Chicago. I think the guy who just kind of has to eat shit out of everyone is Allen Robinson.
Oof.
Literally, he's being held hostage, and it's just it's super sad, especially when these guys come out and they let you know, like, hey, I don't want to be here, and it's like, well, you're gonna be here, and okay, but is that really productive? Is that really going to get you anywhere? And I could slide that into another guy. Use a Deshaun Watson example. I mean, this started the same way. I don't want to be here. And then what happens? Unfortunately, more crap comes out. Now you're not going to be there. You didn't want to be there. Now you're not going to be anywhere.
A lot of stuff was coming out, apparently, according to a couple of reports.
Yeah. Almost like it's just insanity. Like, that's the only word. It's insanity.
It was just an eruption of news all of a sudden. Hey, I agree, Tran. Yeah, man, he's got to be in hell. Let's put it this way, though. He's a hostage that's getting paid $18 million this year to play for a shit ass team.
Yeah, but you got a guy who's coming out in the Super Bowl and saying, "I want to win." This is a guy who's had his mind made up. And
yeah, I mean, you're talking about. I feel bad for Allen Robinson as the player, the human being, but if you are a dynasty owner or a manager of Allen Robinson, you got to be feeling good, man, because he's gotten over 150 targets the past 2 seasons in that offense. They have no one else to throw the ball to.
Right.
Who else to throw the ball to? So if I was a manager of him in Dynasty, oh my God, I would feel so good about that. But I'll give you one of my winners here real quick. I really, really, really liked what the Buffalo Bills did this offseason.
Yeah.
They re-signed a lot of their folks, Matt Milano, Darrell Williams, great offensive tackle, John Feliciano, a great guard, and they re-signed Levi Wallace as well, who was kind of their slot corner this year. So they signed Emmanuel Sanders as well. I think you could say that's kind of a what would you say, Jason, as far as is he a John Brown replacement, or is he a little better, a little worse?
I think he's better. I think he's better. I think he can do everything John Brown can do, but I think this guy is the type of guy that can go over the middle and make some plays for you as well. He's just squirmy. And I think a lot of people were sold on
That's a great word for that.
Squirmy. Yeah. A lot of people thought he was done 3 years ago. And
I raised my hand. I was one of them, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I don't think there's been a player that's came off of an Achilles injury as well as Emmanuel Sanders has done.
He could have won a Super Bowl if Garoppolo makes the throw.
Man, you talk about that's just heartbreaking right there for 49ers fans for sure. All right, well, Cam, you gave us a loser from free agency. Do you have a winner in there?
Real quick, I want to tag on that the Bills, man, they kept their O-line together, and that was a thing. They kept the free agents. Well, everybody running off the free agency, they still the tackle, linebacker. They got definitely were one of my notes for a winner. So I just wanted to. Tampa Bay. Can't leave out Tampa Bay as a whole. I mean, they extended Tom Brady. They re-signed Gronk.
Cam's going robot mode on us over here.
Yeah.
Cam, you're going a little bit robot. I can pick it up a little bit for you if you'd like. You're going a little bit robot. So I was going to say, man, you basically re-signed the entire Super Bowl roster.
Levante David.
Oh, man, he's already got it.
To me, besides,
Got it.
And like you said,
internet problem there, but
yeah, that's all good. But Chris Godwin, you get Chris Godwin back in the fold under a 1-year deal. Man, I love what the Bucs did this offseason because you think, let's run it back, right? Why in the hell they had, to me, the most complete team in the NFL in 2020. So Why not try and keep those pieces together? And some of those pieces took a little bit of a pay cut to stay there with Tom Brady.
I think the only player they're missing is Antonio Brown, right?
That's it. Yeah, he hasn't. I don't think he's done anything yet as far as free agency goes. But I don't. I mean, I love Tyler Johnson, the rookie from last year they drafted.
Yeah.
I think now, of course, he's not Antonio Brown, and you could really see Antonio Brown's his kind of playing legs. Whoops, we lost Cam. His playing legs were coming back towards the end of the season, especially in the playoffs as well. So yeah, man, I definitely. All right, hold on a second here. We got a question here, Jason. Oh, I love Scotty Miller as well. Do you think Fournette's gone?
Man, I don't think so. I think they're going to find a way to bring him back. I'm trying to remember what the running back signed there. Did they have any running back signings? I'm trying to recall.
They had Lamar Miller, I believe it was. So nothing crazy. He's 30 years old. I'm not really worried about that at all.
I don't see that one. I don't see Rojo handling it all year. I think they're going to try to find a way to bring Fournette back. But I think they wanted to see what it was going to cost to keep, the younger. Well, I guess he's not old by any means. He's 25, I think. But they want to keep the core guys Brady needs. Again, we talked about it all postseason. Fournette really wasn't used until they got to the playoffs. And I mean, again, we compared him to LeGarrette Blount over and over and over again from that Patriots dynasty.
Yeah.
And there were times where you saw Blount get signed weeks before the postseason, and then same deal, put in there, hammer smash. So
yeah.
I don't take anything away from that. I think that as long as Tom Brady's there, they're going to try to find a way to bring him back.
You got to think, too, they drafted that kid in the third round last year, Keyshawn Vaughn, who a lot of us dynasty players are really high on as far as a pass catcher goes. He actually was a pretty decent pass protector in college as well. So I'm curious how he comes on. If you gun to my head, I'm saying Fournette's probably not there next year. I think he wants to try and get. He's probably not going to get paid just because of the salary cap issues. But they're right now. Tampa Bay is over the cap by like $1.5 million. So I'm not sure what value added is to adding Leonard Fournette to that team.
And I don't really know where you see a landing spot for him. I mean, nothing's jumping off the page at me.
Maybe Atlanta. Miami. Atlanta would not be bad. Miami,
New York Jets, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not a big Leonard Fournette fan. I think he needs everything right for him to be a decent running back. So I'm not a big Fournette fan, but we'll kind of see. I'll give you another winner of mine. I absolutely love what the Chargers are doing this offseason. You sign Corey Lindsey. I'm an offensive line guy. I freaking love it. Same as you're the same, Jason. But like signing Corey Lindsey, the best center in the NFL. I think Cam might have popped back in here. Here we go. There he is.
Sorry, I had to do a change of scenery here.
You're good, man.
The garage wasn't too great, but I'm back. That sound okay, guys?
It's all good, man. Yes, you sound awesome. And they signed Matt Filer as well. So I found out. I'm sorry, Matt Filer. It's pronounced Filer. Yeah, he can play tackle or guard. He's played pretty well in both positions. So I love that for Herbert's development. We've known that's been the Achilles heel for the Chargers for all of Phillip Rivers' career. He's never had a good offensive line. So I love what they did. To me, swapping Hunter Henry for Jared Cook is a pretty lateral move. Obviously, Cook is a lot older than Henry, but I think their production-wise is pretty much the same. If not, Jared Cook's been a little more productive. So I will say this. I didn't like they cut Casey Hayward. However, he's going to be 32 coming up this year. And he had his worst year, according to PFF grades, last year of his entire career. So I'm not super mad at that. I think that defense, especially that secondary, is really good. So maybe they draft a player. Maybe they look to improve upon that in the offseason. But, man, I absolutely love what the Chargers are doing. And I will say a winner from that is, God darn, Justin Herbert. Get that man some protection. He ain't got to throw under pressure all the damn time. So you can improve some of those unsustainable rates that he was seeing in the 2020 season where I know we had talked about sophomore slump and all that stuff. But, hey, man, if he doesn't have as much pressure on him, maybe he plays even better from a clean pocket. So,
and I think that exactly. I had him down as a winner for the same reason. I mean, he was he is the top nominee for sophomore slump this year. Everybody's kind of expecting it. It's just because there's so much tape on him. He threw the ball so much. And then you got a new coach coming in. And that's never good on these young quarterbacks when you're constantly switching the culture and the personnel and the playbooks. It really is. It's a bad recipe.
What's up, Andy? How are you, man?
What's up, bud?
You got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We'll definitely get to them. Let's see here. So Clint has something to say. Fournette to Arizona, dude. I don't mind that at all. Is that what you said earlier? No, you said Miami, Jason. But I don't mind. I don't mind Arizona at all. They have Chase Edmonds, and that's pretty much it at this point.
Yeah, I mean they're already winning too. They're already winning all over the place. J.J. Watt, A.J. Green, Rodney Hudson. That's people are not paying enough attention to that.
So let me say this for Rodney Hudson. I don't want to interrupt you real quick. 10 seasons in the league, he's allowed 10 sacks.
Yeah.
In his entire career.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what John Gruden's doing. I don't really know what he's doing. I'll let you take that. Just give me 1 second.
No, go ahead, man. You can take it if you want. Because
I just want to say this. Think about this, guys. And this is why I say Arizona is one of the biggest winners this year. Not only did you get all these amazingly talented players, all these really big veteran presences as well, Kyler Murray's a third-year guy. Okay? He played most of last year hurt. That offense is as dynamic as they come. That's one of the coolest offenses in football. And you just haven't – and personally, like I honestly believe we haven't seen what all it can do yet. We haven't seen just how crazy that offense gets. So really understand that you're coming in this year at the NFC West to a different Cardinals team. As long as Kyler Murray stays healthy and Hudson helps that, you might see something ungodly out of this kid.
I love the Cardinals, man. What do you think about the Cardinals, Cam?
Oh, no. Like I said, my whole thing is they got, I don't know. Jason pretty much hit it on the head, man. There's nothing really I can add on. They look good. They're going to do good. That's the end of it. Like, I don't know if they're obviously, I don't think they're the team to beat yet, but I mean, with the way they're stacking it up, man, I mean, they're going to be a fun team to watch this year. Definitely going to. So, and the whole thing with Fournette going to AZ, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm a big Fournette fan for reasons that I don't need to say, but like, I think he'll get some touches and he'll look good. So I'm all about it. Send him somewhere they need. That's somewhere he needs to show up. That's what I'm saying. Give him the reins. Give him the full back experience. But all right, bro, you got it. You wanted to show out last year. Let's make it happen. So I like it.
No, I think he would be a great compliment to Chase Edmonds, to be honest. Chase Edmonds is much more of a third down type option. I think Chase Edmonds can potentially carry the load, but yeah, man, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. But that's kind of a good transition, man.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what do y'all think about the NFC West? Because to me, that division is wide the fuck open. I don't know. I think all four teams are – because, okay, the 49ers weren't great last year. I think they're picking 12th this year. They didn't have Nick Bosa all year. Yeah. Garoppolo is not good at all. They had injuries all over the offensive line. They were pretty much – them and Dallas just got decimated in the offensive line as far as injuries go. So, I mean, I could really see this division being one of those ones where they just freaking beat the shit out of each other. Mm-hmm. And whoever comes out is a battle-hardened, tough son of a bitch team, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's just say, okay, so I was going to say, I like the idea of Fournette going to Arizona, but we're already in a situation where your draft needs are running back and secondary. Like, just work on the secondary, work on it, and get you a running back. Like, their draft is just a golden road paved for them. It's simple. And so that's amazing. Like I said, they have this young, dynamic quarterback. We haven't seen what all he can do yet. Stafford gets to practice against Jalen Ramsey, so that's insanity. Yeah. We know the running back there in LA is going to take another step.
He's going to take a bunch of steps. He's going to be the best running back in the league this year. Hashtag selfish predictions.
Yeah, well, I'm with you. I don't know about Seattle. I'm going to leave that topic alone because I think you have some notes on that. I'm going to leave it all the hell alone. But I'll say this about San Francisco. I don't like when a team loses a presence like Robert Saleh. And most people might write that off. I don't like that. When you got an electrifying guy like that in the locker room, a big part of the culture, I don't like when teams lose guys like that. Yeah, they're talented. Yeah, they're stacked. But I just would, I did look at the Houston Texans. J.J. Watt, and just not to ring Vrabel's bell any more than I already do, but look what happened when he left. And look what happened when you get these young, electrifying coaches that are in these, in these systems, in the locker room, affecting the culture. And some of these guys, I mean, I'm trying to think. Jadeveon Clowney hasn't been the same since.
Mm-hmm.
When Vrabel had him early and young, completely different play. I think we missed some comments.
Oh, did we?
I think we did.
Let's see, Tran. Yeah, I mean, agreed. I definitely think so, man. As I think I like the Rams out of that division. Just on paper right now, I really like the Rams. But I think I said this in a previous podcast. They're very they're not a deep team. So if they suffer an injury to the secondary or something like that, that's going to be rough, in my opinion. I was going to throw one more winner out there for me, and then I'm going to let y'all talk about the goddamn fucking Tennessee Titans, whatever. But I just want to say, dude, as much as I hate to admit it, the Washington football team has been killing it.
Yeah.
Has been killing it this year in free agency.
Yep.
You signed Ryan Fitzmagic, Curtis Samuel, William Jackson. That is an underrated and a signing that I think has gone under the radar. He is a very talented cornerback. He hasn't been able to put it all together in Cincinnati, but you give him that pass rush, holy shit, man. I love that. They did lose Ronald Darby, who was a good cornerback for him, but I think they more than replaced him with William Jackson. And I don't like it, but I respect it. And I think
I'm sure you don't like it.
No, I don't like it at all. But I respect it, man. And man, I just think they've been killing it. And Tran has a comment. I'm going to show it. I don't want to show it, but you can shut the hell up. You can shut the hell up.
I doubt it. I doubt that. I think, God, I'm going to catch hell for this one. I think Dallas. Has the quarterback. They have the offense. I love the football team's defense. Defense wins football games, but guess what? Nobody has that receiving core. Nobody has what Dak Prescott has in front of him, and it's just unreal to look at sometimes. We forget what they could have been with him last season. So let's not write off Dallas at all. A boy?
A boy? I don't know.
He's not a boy. He looks like a boy.
He's not a boy.
No.
But
Fuck
while
you,
we're in the NFC
guys.
East, while we're in the NFC East, one of my
I like this
losers,
guy. I don't know what he was trying to say.
One of my biggest losers in the NFC East. Oh my God, the New York Giants. Just period. I don't care what they've done. I don't give a single shit. Fucking Daniel Jones sucks dick, man. He's terrible. He's not gonna change anything. They suck ass. It doesn't matter what they do, and they did some great shit, but it's just not happening ever. Period. Not good. Dude, how did you know you were going to draft a 40-year-old Eli Manning? Everybody was like, oh, we're getting a second coming of Eli. You're getting the second coming of old Eli. Like, nothing special about the. I'm not sold at all, man. I don't know what you guys feel, but
yeah. You know what? What I would love to see them do in the draft is add another tackle. If they can get Rashawn Slater or they can get Christian Darrisaw, I think that they might be on the right path. But Daniel fucking Jones is. He had 11 interceptions last year and 10 fumbles, or I might have that vice versa. He had 22 fucking turnovers last year, or turnover worthy plays, we'll call them.
Literally a machine,
dude. He's so I will say this, and I had them as my losers as well. They're paying Leonard Williams $20+ million a year as a defensive tackle.
Yeah,
but that doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Somebody loves you, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure that's your brother-in-law or something, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. That's awesome. That's some good, clean fun. That's what I'm talking about. Cam
is putting almost notes on his own fucking phone over there.
I put almost nothing into this except for like a couple of phrases that got cut out because of an internet droppage. Yep. And obviously I'm a fan favorite, so that's great.
That's very true.
I love it.
All right, Camp, let's go to you then. Let's go to you. What you got to say, man?
Yeah, so I just want to go back. I do agree. Washington is doing great this offseason. I'm excited for Fitz to do his thing and then get injured. So my boy Heineke can go out there and do his thing. I'm excited for that. I don't know, man. I had a really good note that I wanted to share. I don't know if it was said while I was gone, so I'm going to take a step back real quick. The Los Angeles Chargers, Herbert was the second most pressured quarterback there is. So the fact that I don't know if that was stated, but the fact that they got, they got that line ready. I don't know, man. I just the Emmanuel Sanders signing, everyone was excited about that. I was really excited about that. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I jotted down a few notes, and that's pretty much all I got. I will say the Giants are a team that I feel bad because I'm supposed to be like reading up on all this stuff and everything. The Giants just always fall away from me. I never like when I'm reading about teams, like I might see a tidbit about them, and then like I just kind of like flash through and I'm like, whatever. Nobody cares about the fucking Giants except for Giants fans. They're worse than Dallas fans in my opinion. So like I'm just like fucking. I'm not worried about the Giants. Like they aren't going to do shit. They aren't going to be shit for many years. So I don't know. But that was my 2 cents.
They just need a quarterback, but sometimes that's just how the NFL is. You can have the best team ever, and you just don't have a quarterback. You're nothing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it happens that
It's
way.
the most position.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I haven't heard any Mahomes talk today. What's going on, guys?
I'm not actually really pleased with what Kansas City did. I had them as one of my losers. Honest to God.
Joe Tooney's a loser?
No, I love Joe Tooney, but he's a guard. Like, he's like, sure, he's an offensive lineman. He'll help the run game, but they lost Mitchell Schwartz and freaking Eric Fisher. However, Eric Fisher did tear his Achilles. And I think it was week 17 or something, or it was in the playoffs. Maybe it was late in the season, put it that way. So he probably wouldn't have been back anyways. We got here. We wouldn't have been back anyways. But man, I don't know, man. I really haven't liked what the Chiefs have done this offseason. You signed Joe Tooney. You signed Kyle Long, who's coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Didn't he already retire again though?
Dude, I have no idea.
I read that he just went ahead and retired as a Chief.
Nice. He was like, I'm going to get my Super Bowl ring, and then I'm going to retire. Like, even though he didn't do anything.
That's how that went, man.
Can't blame him.
As much as we hate the Giants because DJ sucks, but if they do good this year, their weapons are different. No, that's true, honestly.
Yeah.
But I would say if their weapons do well, then that means Daniel Jones does well too.
Yeah.
So, but look, I'll put it this way: I will give Daniel Jones a little bit of maybe credit, or I'll try and take some heat off of him. He lost Saquon Barkley. He was throwing to an old ass Golden Tate, a young, oh my God, I almost said Steve Slayton, Darius Slayton, and I forget the other guy's name there. Oh my gosh,
Shepard.
What's his name? Oh, Sterling Shepard. Yeah. So you bring in a Kenny Galladay, and you have a healthy Saquon Barkley. Hey man, I wouldn't mind it. He rushes the ball enough, Daniel Jones that is, to be an actual really decent fantasy asset. Try your hand at quarterback, man. What do you think about that?
No, I ain't got the shoulder for it.
Ooh.
Does he mean quarterback of the show?
I don't have.
Elaborate.
I tore a rotator cuff a long time ago. I just don't have the shoulder for it. I can't.
Kim can't fit 9 cock rings on there, so that's just not true.
We don't know. We don't discuss that stuff on here.
Oh my God!
Keep it the quarterback conversation. Let's keep it the quarterback conversation.
I think you're right, Tran. By the way, I do think Ingram was dealing with injuries as he does every single season because he's injury prone.
Is just perpetually injured. I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not drunk enough for this.
Y'all talk real quick. I'm gonna send a link to our buddies here. I'm doing this on live like nobody.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
So, well, hey, real quick, did we look at? We kind of hit on it. Did we talk about the Titans?
No,
yeah,
I wanted to. This is what I wanted to just kind of organically roll into because you talked about Vrabel. You have something special for it, you said, Jason?
Oh, I'm not done with Vrabel.
Okay, cool. We'll say that. Let's say that then. The only other thing I had to add in the winners and losers, there's other folks I had on my list here. Let me pull it up real quick. There's other folks I
I'm
had
just
on my
giving you
list.
this. My list is done. Y'all pretty much covered my list.
Cool.
And so I'm just sitting here like an idiot, like, yep, you guys fucking talking about all these other teams. I'm like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fucking, yeah, I got
I
you.
will say
So,
I had an honorable mention. I love the Baltimore Ravens. They signed Kevin Zeitler. I love that. They needed to shore up that offensive line. They did lose Judon and Ngakoue, so we need to see if they can maybe draft a couple edge rushers or something like that.
They lost in Ngakoue.
Yeah, well, yeah. I would say for my winners, I just got a couple of three players here. Jesus, I'm knocking my thing out of my ear. Aaron Jones. I love that he went back to Green Bay. That's consistency. Yep. He's finished as the number 3 and it's either number 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 running back the last 2 seasons since he's been a starter in fantasy PPR per game scoring. He's just a killer. Will Fuller, I love that he's going to be the number 1 on that team. I don't know about Tua, but he did get a decent amount of money as well. I think he got like $11 million or something. But it's a 1-year deal. He can go there. He proves himself. He can get paid a lot the next year. And then, I agree. And then Nelson Aguilar. That man got a 2-year deal for $22 million. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you
That's
fucking
ridiculous.
Kidding me? He had 800 yards last year. That's it. He had 800 yards.
He comes in and has the best. He has the best, like a career resurgence, and it's still like it's okay.
It's like,
and then they're like, you know, we're gonna fucking at him. No big deal. No, fucking just let him have it. That's wild to me.
Belichick's
just
done
crazy.
Crazier things. Bill's done crazy. Well, I should say Josh McDaniels has done crazier things with lesser players. Let's not forget.
But he also had Tom Brady too.
Yes, but let's not forget how good Deion Lewis was in only one team. Let's not. I could probably, if I took some time, I could probably point out more, instances of this. But
no, you're right. I will say this: I fucking hated what the Patriots have been doing this offseason. I think it's terrible. What are you going to do? Are you going to play 12 personnel? You're going to play 2 tight ends like 80% of the time?
Yep,
dude. That's
cool. Maybe.
Dude, so that whole thing with fucking.
My name
Hunter Henry
is spelled on the fucking thing. E-R-I-K. Dumb son of a bitch, whoever you are.
Who is that?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh my god,
It's
I don't
one
know.
of Cam's family members, obviously.
I have no clue. But no, fucking dude, they signed Jonnu Smith and fucking Hunter Henry to almost the exact same contract. Like I was looking at the numbers, I forgot exactly what it was, but it's almost the exact same fucking contract. So it's like, what are you doing? Like,
maybe over the years? Are you saying like by year?
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, it was like to the number and the year. Like, they were fucking lined up.
It was pretty much the same. You're right.
Yeah.
And also, it was with Tom Brady. So I really don't want to hear anything else about Bill Belichick making stars out of people unless it's on the defensive side of the ball. I'm good with that because he does make stars out of people. I agree. He does do that. But don't talk about offensively because that was Tom Brady. But anyways, so I had one thing to add, and then I am done. The biggest loser from the free agency period, or I would say losers, managers of Josh Jacobs.
Ouch.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? They lost 60% of their starting offensive line. They brought in Kenyon Drake as well. So hey, Burnham, I know you're never going to watch this, but I'm just going to say it to you real quick. I appreciate that trade, Josh Jacobs for Cam Akers. You idiot.
Good.
Of course.
I hope he sucks. I hope he fucking sucks.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Eggman.
I like it.
Why would you call it Mr. Eggman?
I'm Dr. Robotnik, man. This guy's a
I love it.
fan.
Fucks with it. I can fucks with it.
Oh, man.
Eggman.
So I'm gonna leave the rest of y'all. Tell me the rest of your winners and losers, and then we're gonna move on to, in my opinion, a very special segment here.
Okay, so I had a few more. I liked the Cleveland Browns one, getting John Johnson. He took a pay cut just to come to them. Yep. He could have gotten paid big to stay where he was. I think he actually said, like, I'm coming for the city and the organization and all that. So you got a guy there who's like fully behind you. You're a playoff team now. Hopefully you keep that together. Well, hopefully not hopefully. But, I'm torn on that. But that was a great one. I got another corner. Kyle Fuller. A
Mm.
lot of people don't realize going to the Broncos. He's teaming back up with Vic Fangio. So expect him to play. This will be one of his better years before his career's over. I think this one will be a really good one for him. I don't think they really have anything else going for them, but they'll have one really great corner. But so they won in one aspect. Jets, Carl Lawson, solid guy. Solid the guy. So you got that now. And my last winner, I'm trying to just burn through it. Mike Vrabel. This is my last winner. I got some losers, but Mike Vrabel. There was a lot of shit talked about his coaching and leadership and kind of one-way shit, my way or the highway. Doesn't really take well to others' ideas. Kind of, they say the guy is a little bit hard to work for. If he ever had an opportunity with the team that he's had with Tennessee since he's gotten there, if he ever had an opportunity to really shut some people up, it's right now. You've got the best pass rush you probably had and might ever have if Harold Landry puts the numbers up that he put up last year again, alongside Bud Dupree, and you've got Danico Autry and Jeff Simmons. That's incredible pressure on the inside. That pass rush could just be downright scary as shit. And I mean, you went out and you got two corners. That was super surprising as well. Like, I don't think anyone expected Adoree Jackson to go anywhere. I don't think anybody, expected Cam Malcolm Butler to leave. Yeah, man. We're getting trolled good. But dude, like I said, this is going to be one of the better defenses I think he fields. So they got to keep it together on offense. They got to hope Josh Reynolds brings something to the table, and they're going to draft a guy. But I think this is an opportunity because right now the heat's kind of on. Like, if you go out there and suck, man, this is going to be on Vrabel. It's not going to be on John Robinson. Yeah. It's going to be on Vrabel. So you got to kind of make it work. And I think J-Rob set him up for some good success. And rarely do you see that happen. And I don't think it happened for any other team in this free agency. I can't think of one team that just dropped everybody but managed to fix it all before the draft.
That was the thing. Jason can attest to this, man. Like, at the beginning of this free agency, I was freaking out. Tennessee dropping people left and right, and Jason kept telling me, he was like, "Keep your head up, man. Everything's gonna be all right." And I was like, "No, tell me how this is gonna be okay." And in the past couple weeks, I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be just fine. That Bud Dupree signing, I was like, okay. First of all, that's a great sign, and the fact that we're taking it from the Steelers, that makes my heart grow 8 sizes that day. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck them. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, J-Rob is the most underrated. Mr. Lance, my new favorite. You're my favorite too, bud.
Is this somebody from England? Because they're spelling it like the English way to say favorite. All right.
My favorite.
I don't know. This is our top fan now, though. This guy
is my favorite. Jason, he's your only fan.
Yeah. Oh, he's my only fan. All right, well, we're gonna
fuck you, kid. Fuck you, Tran. You piece of shit.
Drop me an email so we can get up later after this.
Tran had a little bit to say about the Bud Dupree.
I hate him much.
Hey,
he's just mad.
Whatever.
I agree. I agree with you.
Get him, Carter.
I think Bud Dupree is vastly overrated. I think he is vastly overrated. I do not think he's that good of a pass rusher. Personally.
Go watch some tape. Whatever.
I have watched tape.
Then if you've watched tape, that man is scary, dude.
This is just a vision.
Listen, it's not him that I think is going to be the guy that blows up. It's Harold Landry that I think.
So I agree with you on that one. I fucking love Harold Landry. Harold Landry is a legitimate good ass player in the NFL. I just don't think the same about Bud Dupree. But y'all go ahead while I'll look some stats up.
I just think Bud Dupree is a guy who's continuing to get better. He's still getting better. He's still developing.
He's a young guy.
Yeah, but so back down to the losers. Almost done here. I got two losers left. First one, Ben Roethlisberger. No surprise. I think the biggest deal is this guy nerd. He couldn't throw the ball. He was always under pressure. Yet Riley Reif only allowed 1 sack last year. 1. So how much does it suck to watch as an old man who can't get shit done, watch him walk to a division rival in Joe Burrow and watch the new kid come on, the new sheriff in town, and you lost the one guy you could rely on, and now he's standing in front of Joe. I think that sucks. That sucks on an extra deep level. It was bad enough, but that one really, that's like a double kick to the fucking groin, man. Like that one sucks a ton of dick. And our fan can tell you a lot about sucking dick. Chime in, bud.
Sucking some dick.
Sucking some dick.
Bud
He's British.
Dupree.
He's British. He's British.
Bud Dupree had a pass rush grade of 61.2, which is below Rashaan Evans, below Autry, below Simmons, below Jayon Brown, below David Long, below Christian Fulton.
Ouch.
That
Like I
hurts.
said,
I don't like that.
Repeat this again. What was this? What stat was this?
This is from PFF. His pass rush grade for 2020 was below Rashaan Evans, below Autry, below Simmons, below Jayon Brown, below
Per
David
attempt?
Long, below
Per
Christian Fulton.
Per attempt?
I don't know. However they fucking grade that shit. I'm not sure.
Look.
We just watched this with the Packers coach the other day. Like you guys, it depends on how you measure these things.
No, and I agree. So that's what I'm going to say about PFF. That's what I like about PFF. They care more about pressures than they do sacks.
Okay.
They really don't give a shit about sacks. It's more about your actual. Did you win your pass rush move straight out of the way, or did you? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we'll see. For Tennessee, I don't mind it what y'all have done because I do think that pass rush, especially if Landry can keep progressing as a pass rusher, I think it's really going to be really, really good. And I love Jeffrey Simmons as well. But I just don't know how that secondary is going to hold up. So hopefully that pass rush can really get home in time. I like Christian Fulton. I really do like Christian Fulton, but
you don't like Janoris Jenkins?
I like Janoris Jenkins as a safety.
Oh. Okay.
So, but that's the thing. You got Byard there. Byard's your free safety, right?
Yes.
So I love. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't really know this firsthand. I didn't watch any tape on it. This is just from what I've heard. But he played better as a free safety than a slot corner. Janoris Jenkins, that is. So, when was he scary the previous years prior to T.J. Watt? Fake pressure allowed for other parts of the team. Hey, man, honestly, fake pressure, or if you're getting pressure, that's good for the rest of your team. Yeah, because that means somebody's not blocking fucking Harold Landry or Jayon Brown or you know what I mean, or Autry or somebody like that.
Yeah,
so
Autry's
I'm okay with that.
Autry's the guy that's just not really being looked at right now. But man, you watch the tape.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, give me 2 seconds, y'all.
It's fine.
You keep it going. Sorry.
He's a monster.
Keep it rolling,
He's
baby.
a monster. Go watch one highlight reel of Danico Autry last year. Guy's a freak. To think about him and Jeff Simmons together, that's the kind of shit that held Baltimore out of the Super Bowl when Lamar Jackson was having his MVP run. Right. When you had when we had Simmons beside name's blanking on me. Defensive tackle we had forever, Cam. Help me out.
You talking to the guy that just jumped back in it like 2 years ago? I remember the old Eddie George days, man.
I understand.
Yeah,
but no, that was the kind of team we had up front. God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. But this is going to be one of those world beaters. Whether Pittsburgh fans like it or not, it's not going to be about Bud exclusively.
Right.
The defensive tackles there are just stupid.
Right.
So I'm going to get to my
daughter was losing her mind for a second. All right, go ahead.
I understand. So I'm going to get to my last loser. For the real chats. Damn, they hate your name.
Yeah.
I'm looking you up on Twitch when we're done with this, just so you know.
It's purposeful at this point.
Good.
Okay.
Good. So my final loser, other than the guy that keeps posting who we don't know who he is because he's a huge, stupid, idiot, retard loser. Because, I mean, you got nothing better to do than come talk about a bunch of dumb shit.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yeah, get fucked. Gardner Minshew. Minshew Mania is not running wild.
Hell no, brother.
Hell no. I mean, he's got to go back home and apologize to his father.
Sorry. Did you see what just got posted, Jason?
What? Oh, Washington, Keith. Get fucked, Keith.
It probably is Keith.
It's probably Keith.
It's Keith.
But yeah, dude, that shit sucks to be Gardner Minshew. You were all the rage. Everybody wants to talk about you.
Yeah.
You were that guy that was just supposed to come out and shock the world. And here you are in your third year, right? And you're already
I believe this is his third year,
yeah.
And you're already being replaced by Trevor Lawrence. That sucks. Hey, that's the ultimate loss right there. In my opinion, out of all the losers, that's the ultimate loss right there. That on a personal level, just fuck.
Wasn't he like a 6th round pick though? Like he was a 6th round quarterback or an undrafted free agent quarterback. So I mean, listen, he burned as bright as he could for his draft capital goes. So I do agree. It does suck for him, but that team is making the right decision. And honestly, I don't know if you've heard the whole backstory behind him. He wanted to be a coach. He like got talked into coming to the NFL. Like he wanted to be a coach. Hold on. Here we go. I love it. I'm not mad at that at all. So he says, Tran says, hey, if they don't draft a quarterback and Locke isn't the answer, they could sign him to a 1-year or 2-year prove-it deal.
Yeah.
And that's Denver, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. I don't know who the backup quarterback is there right now. But, hey, man, I think Drew Lock is terrible, personally. I know Jason has different opinion just because he has him on his dynasty team. But other than that, that's fine.
I liked Drew Lock year one, but okay.
Yeah. He did show some – he has a lot of arm talent, man, but I just don't think he's a very good – I don't think he's a very smart person. I don't think he can read progressions and do stuff like that very well.
Wasn't Flacco his backup? I know he just signed with the Eagles, but wasn't he?
I thought Flacco was for the Jets last year when Darnold got injured, or maybe that was the year before. Was it last year? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Locke's backup is. That's
Brandon
crazy.
Allen, maybe? Or I'm not sure. All right. So winners and losers. We're good with that, guys?
I just got one more. I just got one more winner, and that's it. Mitch Trubisky is a fucking winner because the heat's got taken off of him, and he can go and just chill behind an amazing quarterback and get fucking paid in Buffalo. So kudos to you, Mitch. Good job fucking up bad enough where you can just go collect a paycheck. That's what I'm talking about.
Driscoll? They got no Driscoll in there?
Driscoll's? Yeah, that's all I got, man.
All right, hell yeah, cool. Hell yeah, man.
Man, hell yeah, man. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
We got a fun segment. This is not NFL related, so
no.
If you don't like Pokemon, you're not going to like the segment. But
yeah, you're not going to get it.
So I saw this awesome thing, and I want to give credit to who it belongs to. Almost Entirely Sports with Joshua Briscoe. I believe I saw he is a writer for The Ringer. Or not The Ringer, I'm sorry, for I forgot, dude. Sorry, Mr. Briscoe. I forgot what you write for. But you are a professional writer. Anyways, he created this awesome freaking Pokemon bracket. And I encourage everyone to go to his Twitter at JB Briscoe and take a look at this bracket thing, man. It's freaking awesome. I know that I played the shit out of Pokemon when I was a kid, and then Cam and I were actually stationed together in Japan, and we played the shit out of Pokemon as well when we were out there together. So what we did, we took
two grown-ass men literally dived into this shit. Like, we bought our DSs, and then we went and both bought Pokemon Gold, and then we got there, and we were like, you know what? The little connection thing ain't working, so we went and bought the cord that went to it and literally spent a whole weekend just playing fucking Pokemon. Like, it was –
that's what you do when ridiculous. You're a grown-up. You can buy the shit that doesn't work anymore.
The shit we couldn't afford when we were young,
Exactly. So what we did, we took this bracket. It's an awesome bracket. You probably can't see it from on here. But anyways, we took our Elite 8. This is 64 Pokemon here. They're all from the one – oh, no, you didn't miss the – hold on.
No, it's still coming. You haven't missed it.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Buddy. I'm gonna do this Pokemon thing, and then I got the he's your Carol. His formal name is Peter. But in our Elite 8, I'm gonna defer first to Cam because I think that you're probably the best Pokemon player, and I begrudgingly admit that. But I'm gonna go to your. Who do you got in the West bracket here?
So I don't have mine set up, so I'm gonna start from the top left. and then go down.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
okay, cool.
That's what it is.
So
Yeah,
I have Charizard and I have Gengar. Those are my two.
Okay. Same as me.
Okay. And then we drop one. And
Yep, so we're going to
straight
the
up,
East.
Charizard was literally the most OP fucking badass Pokemon there was. That was probably the Pokemon that got you. And then Gengar is just my personal favorite. I love him. But yeah, we're going to go to the East. I got Onix and I got Gyarados because I love my big ass fucking snake dragon looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, he's badass.
Yep. And then we go to top right. We got Mewtwo and Blastoise. Okay. And honestly, can I just stop right there real quick? Mewtwo at this point, like fucking everything you've seen, everything you watched. I mean, can he be beat? Like, I mean, it's kind of. I didn't really like him. He was just OP to shit. I didn't like it. Like that to me, man. Like some comics, like if you write a character that can just destroy everybody with a thought, it's like no. Where's the fucking fun in that? Like, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to sell merch. Like, oh, he's a badass. No, I want fucking Pokemon. I want animals beating the shit out of each other. I want fucking each other. I don't want you to like do anyway. So yeah, we're gonna go on. I'm gonna get real fucking heated here, man. So in the last bracket, I'm gonna calm down. I have Pikachu and Dragonite because I think both of those underrated as fuck. So that's my top 8, man. That's my top 8.
What do you got, Jace?
So, my last real experience with Pokemon was Pokemon Red back in the day.
1995.
I played the shit out of it. But also, my kid is a big Pokemon fan. So,
hell yeah.
I'm also going to base this off of the old movie from when we were kids. They remade it on Netflix in CGI.
Yeah, it's good.
She loves it, and I remember it exactly that way. So I'm gonna go with Charizard and Rapidash because fuck Gengar. It's literally a horse on fire. It's a horse on fire.
No, dude.
How do you beat up a horse on fire? It's a
fire horse.
I understand. Fire horse, but Gengar, he's a phantom. He's sent from Satan.
Ghost. But,
he's a little fat fucking turd. That's what Gengar is.
You're a fat fucking turd. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that. You were beautiful. You were no way. Oh,
I'm okay.
You just pissed me off. You pissed me off, and I.
So I also realized that I just completely fucked up. But I'm gonna go with what I actually wrote. I would have liked Gyarados to be there, but I got to give it to Mew because they said like he's the original. Like
he's 151. He's 151.
Yeah. So, but where I screwed up bad is I put Onix in it because I'm thinking giant rock turd. But
how bad would that hurt? How bad would that hurt coming out of your ass? By the way, the giant rock turd.
Onix, man.
That's the worst.
And then I realized just now that Articuno probably should have won it. Because I'm pretty sure that one's like special. And there's only like one of it or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Gyarados all day.
So I fucked that up. But anyways, I agree with you, Mewtwo and Blastoise. That one was easy.
Yep.
And then I ended up, I didn't fuck it up on the other way around, Zapdos and Dragonite. Because they were supposed to be special too.
They are. So let me ask you this question. So that 5 versus 12 matchup of Alakazam versus Zapdos, that was so incredibly hard for me because at the end of the day, Alakazam is my favorite Pokemon of all time.
Yeah.
I love Alakazam. I always made him OP as shit. Because Alakazam could take on like ghost type moves, bug type moves, ice. He could do like a bunch of different moves or whatever. So I'll tell y'all mine. Charizard, Gengar, easy. Articuno, Gyarados. That was good for me. I never thought Mewtwo was that cool, to be 100% honest with you. I was always like, meh. See, here's the thing is, I like the character development of the Pokemon throughout the game, and you got him at the very end, so fuck that. So I had Scyther. I actually had Nidoking beating him in the second round. So I had Scyther and Blastoise, because I love Scyther. It's a fucking bug, motherfucking razor blades on his hands.
Yep.
Like, let's go.
It was edgy as fuck when we were.
It was edgy as fuck. And then I had Alakazam and Dragonite as my my other bracket right there. And I'll just tell you how mine went, and I'll share. I had Charizard beating Gengar because I do, like Cam had said, Charizard is the face of Pokemon. He really is the face of Pokemon, let's be honest. And I actually had a level 99 Charizard that I would literally flamethrower like fucking water Pokemon with, and it would kill him. No problem.
Yeah.
So, even though it's supposed to be negative,
Yeah.
And then I actually had Articuno over Gyarados because of what Jason was saying. I love the rarity of Articuno, and ice type Pokemon are incredibly OP, like really, really good. Scythe, I had Blastoise over Scyther because I think Blastoise is another just iconic freaking Pokemon.
Yeah.
He's better than Venusaur. Get the fuck out of here. Venusaur can suck a fat dick.
Yeah, Venusaur.
Yeah, it's stupid. Veno.
That shit was lame.
Get out of here. And then I had Alakazam over Dragonite, even though that would be, in my opinion, a great match, a great Pokemon match, actually. Oh, here we go. Growl if he could. Okay.
Right.
Not
I
bad,
like it.
not bad. But
Okay.
yeah, so I had eventually had Charizard versus Alakazam, and if it's for me, I'm taking Alakazam just because it's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Do I think he could beat Charizard? Maybe not, but I love Alakazam. I think the two spoons thing was cool as fuck. I don't know. Alakazam was always my favorite guy. What you got, Jason?
Mew and Mewtwo, just like the movie.
Okay.
It came down just like the movie.
Gotta
All right.
respect it.
Well, so Cam, I know this about you, and we messaged earlier, and I told you I was like, "There's a fucking collision course in the Final Four for
Yep.
Gengar and Gyarados," because I know those are your two favorite Pokemon of all
They
time.
are.
Am I wrong about that?
No, you are absolutely right. And that
Because I watch you like a hawk. I know these things.
as I'm sitting here, I have the other side done, and I'm just staring at these two. I never finished it because I still can't figure it out. But like, if I had to, like in this moment, if I had to go with anything, I would definitely, it'd be Gengar up against fucking Blastoise. Those are my two, man. Those are the two.
Okay.
When I was a kid, they were like every action figure I could get, every plush I could get, I had those two. Those were my boys. So, and a winner of that, I can't do it. You're gonna rip me apart. You're gonna fucking make me go into some emotional deep shit. It's gonna bring up some stuff from my childhood. I ain't ready for that. So we're gonna leave it at Blastoise and Gengar.
No worries. That's fine. That's fine. No, yeah. But you think about it though. Gengar is a very iconic Pokemon as well. Like really, he is.
He was on the low, man. Like a lot of people loved him, and he was never really. He was always kind of there, but he was never in the forefront of things.
He's the merch Pokemon. He seems to
Yeah.
be on like
He is. Yeah.
He was. They like because I remember I went into like it was when we got back from Japan, and I went into Hot Topic for the first time, and I didn't know they changed everything. This is my first time walking in, and I didn't see an actual. Anyway, I saw that wall of shirts where it was just the color and the face, and they had Charizard, Squirtle, Chew, Bulbasaur, and then Gengar. I was like, okay, that's a random one. I was like, I'm cool with it. I like it. But yeah, he was definitely the merch guy. He was a hardcore kid of Pokemon.
Man, if you think about it, he's like a little short, fat, like cute doll. He had a crazy, like evil face, but like he wasn't like scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess Snorlax was another a character like that. But I will tell you this much: I had somebody said Pikachu in the Elite Eight. I had
I did.
Pikachu
That was
losing.
him.
I had Pikachu losing to Magikarp in the first round.
Ouch.
What?
Magikarp Splash. Because
Dude,
Magikarp's fucking awesome. I don't want to hear no bullshit about
you're
that.
the worst. Eric had this thing in Japan where he used to do when he would be intoxicated. We'll
I
say
was drunk.
where
I was drunk.
he would jump
I
off
would
of
drunk.
things and just scream Magikarp Splash and fucking flop around like this until he hit the floor, and it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. So he is a Magikarp mark, and that's fine.
I'm a mark.
I get it.
I'm a
Just for
mark
the
for
stuff I've
Magikarp.
seen, I approve. I approve because it's you.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, so I can't even get mad at it.
All right.
I can.
So I like that, man. I think
He's
I
so
think that
mad.
we all approached it a little differently. I think I took more of the iconic things. Cam, you were very much more of a well, no, I guess at the end it was kind of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then Jason like the most powerful. So
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense as to who you are. I have
All right. What? No. What it means is we all just got to go buy them again, get on DSs, and we got each other with the exact 8 rosters that we have right now. So like that's how it's going to end.
No. I have a Switch. Get switches, and we'll do this.
All right, we'll do what we got to do.
I'm going to get you a Switch, son. You're going to go pick your own Switch out.
I got my Switch.
How fucked up is that, by the way? You tell a kid, go pick your Switch out. That means totally something different in 2021 than it does like when I used to pick my old Switches out when it was like, I don't know, 1999 or whatever. And I used to get, I don't even think that was the case, but like 1995, I used to get my ass beat with Switches.
Yeah, we're going to go off the cuff right here. I used to get beat with Switches too. Did y'all pick the fat ones, or did y'all pick the little like thin ones?
No, you gotta pick the fat ones.
Yeah. And I learned that the hard way.
I don't need fucking like there is some sort of physics involved with a thin Switch to where that shit will rip your skin open.
It's like a whip.
Man. No.
So
it's like a whip.
So there wasn't any switches in the Mitchell home, but there was this paddle. And this paddle had holes.
Oh, yeah.
To reduce air resistance.
And to suck.
And to suck your ass in there.
That ass cheek back. Suck that ass cheek.
Got that ass looking like Swiss cheese by the time it's done, man.
Right.
Dude, I got whipped with so many things, man. I remember this one time. I'll tell a quick story that I'll go into my Pete Carroll rant. But I pushed my little brother down. My brother's about 4.5 years younger than me. I was at my great-grandparents' house, and they had a creek in their property. And I pushed him down in the creek, and my dad saw it. And my dad was about 6'2", 265 pounds at the time. And I saw this dude take off, sprint running at me. And I saw him grab a stick about as big around as my damn, like, I don't know, like 3 fingers or something. And he fucking hit me with it. As I was trying to run away from him, I was probably, I don't know, 7 years old or something. He fucking smacked me on my ass with that thing. And I did a goddamn Superman. Like, I literally Superman out. And I remember just like bawling, just crying. It wasn't like it hurt that bad or anything. It was just the aspect like, Dad, you just hit me basically with like a brick, but it was a stick brick. You know, like, fuck you, man. That's messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But now that I have 2 kids, I understand that. I want to hit them with things like that. I don't, because I try and do things with like a little more aplomb and
you
like
with a tire iron.
Decency. Yeah, you know, no, it was like a fucking tire of wood. Oh, dude. I will never forget his face, though. It was the scariest shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God, he's going to kill me.
That's what we need.
I'm still
sometime
here,
in the near future. We're just going to do an episode on, like, traumatic experiences from our childhood. So they should tune in for that one.
Do you guys want to
like
cry?
that.
Do you want to cry?
Yeah.
Come to this episode.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, so my Pete Carroll rant. I'm going to hit it. Hold on 1 second here.
Hold on, he's got to get down.
All right, it says with Jason. This one's with Eric. I don't want to say that Pete Carroll's not a good coach, because I think Pete Carroll is a decent coach. But I think he owes the majority of his success to Russell Wilson, and I'll explain why. Let me pull the chat up here. So if Jay has anything to say, our buddy Jay is a Seahawks fan, and we had a little, not a tiff, we had a conversation in the Dynasty chat earlier. Pete Carroll, it was 14-18 without Russell Wilson. His first 2 years coaching the Seattle Seahawks, he was 14-18. So that is a 7-9 record average. That's not great. I wouldn't say that's a good coach, right? That's a Jeff Fisher type record. Just a little.
He had Matt Hasselbeck and Tavares Jackson.
Okay, I know he did. That's fine. Now that team has been 182-45 with Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. Bruh, that's real good.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second. I just want to say this. Pete Carroll tries to fit a square peg in a round hole far too often. Way far too often. He benefited, we'll say this. He benefited from 3 like all-time great drafts in a row, which had nothing to do with him. That was all the GM, right? 2010, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Golden Tate. 2011, KJ Wright, Richard Sherman, Byron Maxwell. 2012, Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, Russell Wilson.
Okay.
They rode the coattails of that rookie. All those players were on rookie contracts. He rode the coattails he rode the coattails of that to the Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl, lost in the Super Bowl because of a stupid coaching decision. Number one, go ahead and throw a slant at the yard line, at the fucking goal line when you have Marshawn fucking Lynch. Get out of here.
Hard to debate that one.
Yeah, and then after everyone is left, right? He's left with Russell Wilson, top 3, in my opinion, quarterback in the league. Top 3, easily. You have DK Metcalf, amazing. Tyler Lockett, amazing. Terrible offensive line, which that's a storied thing with them.
Yeah, I've never had.
And now you're going to fire Brian Schottenheimer when he finally was like, oh shit, let's let Russell cook. They were 6-2 over the first 8 games of last season. Russell Wilson was on pace for about 5,000 passing yards, and they were crushing. They were winning, right? 6-2, not a bad record. Unfortunately, they did go 6-2 over the last 8 games of the season, with Wilson being a lot less. He passed a lot less, and they ran a lot more. So that to me just signifies like Pete Carroll's like, nope, this philosophy works. He thinks he still has 2013 defense though. He just lost Shaquille Griffin. Who's left? Eric Flowers, I think, is their top cornerback's name. Fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, but they have Jamal Adams, so I mean, you have.
But they used him as a blitzer.
Well,
like, they didn't even use him as a coverage guy.
Yeah, but he was traded on short notice, so hopefully he'll be back to his old self.
Yeah, but even still, Jamal Adams has always been more of a box safety, a better box safety than he has been a free safety. He's not Earl Thomas. You have they did bring in Witherspoon, Ahkello Witherspoon from the 49ers. He was good last season under the 49ers, so we'll see how that goes. Everybody else in that quarterback class doesn't look super great, to be honest. So that's my problem. I'll just say this. Trey, hold on. I don't know what that means, but cool. The reason they haven't been that successful, at least as far as moving forward in the playoffs, is because Pete Carroll wants to do. Let's run the ball twice, and then let Russell Wilson figure it out. I wanted to research like third down conversion rates. Once again, I don't want to say Pete Carroll is a terrible coach. I don't think that's the case. I think Pete Carroll is a pretty decent coach. He is not adept at taking the pieces that fit together and making them work. He wants it to be his way because he's an old-ass, almost senile man at this point in time. The fucking gum chewing has rattled his brain around enough to where he doesn't understand exactly what's going on. So when you have a passing attack like Chase, you're cracking me up. When you have a passing attack like they have, why the fuck do you want to run the ball 30 times a game with a 7th-round running back? Get out of here. With a trash offensive line. Get out of here. He's a bad coach. He's not a great coach. His success is due to Russell Wilson being amazing, not to him being a good coach. And that's all I got to say about that.
We just saw a friendship die here tonight, fellas.
Oh, man. It's a hard thing to debate. It's a hard thing to debate. Get an offensive line. Get an offensive line. You want to run the ball, get an offensive line. You want to keep a franchise quarterback, get an offensive line. There's just it's no way around it. I would argue that he tried some experiments. And that's one thing about Pete Carroll, his whole dynasty in Seattle, his whole legacy there, I should say, not really a dynasty. I would say that he kept ending up with project players. You know, time and time again they would draft. He would end up with project players. You know, they had guys most recently like J.R. Sweezy, Justin Britt. Those guys were supposed to pan out, but they weren't highly touted recruits. They weren't highly touted pieces.
Well, Justin, J.R. Sweezy was drafted like the 6th round, though. You know what I mean? Like it was
That's
not like
saying.
yeah.
project players.
Yeah. I don't think Pete Carroll is a good. I think he's a great motivator. I'll put it that way. I don't think he's a great X's and O's guy. I think that he depends on his coordinators, which, in my opinion, head coaches should do.
Yeah.
They should absolutely do that.
Yeah.
I think he's benefited a lot from having, in my opinion, the most underrated quarterback of all time on his roster. Now, he did make a great decision to say, you, Russell Wilson, as a third-round pick, Russell Wilson should start over Matt Flynn, who we just paid a fuck ton of money to, right? That was a 2012 season. So he made a great decision there.
Yeah.
What's he done since then? He has benefited from having really good, historic 3-year run at a draft. And they won a Super Bowl off of it. Hey, he's got a Super Bowl on his resume. Hell yeah. Nicely done, my man. That's great. But I'm pulling up right now. In 2019, they drafted L.J. Collier. Do you know who that is? Nope. In 2020, they drafted Jordan Brooks in the first round. Do you know who that is? No, I didn't think so. In 2018, they drafted Rashad Penny. How's that worked out? You know what I'm saying? So in 2016, they drafted Jermaine Ifedi.
Cool.
He's pretty
He's
shit.
already gone.
You know what I'm saying? So in 2015, they drafted Frank Clark in the second round.
Ouch.
He's been mediocre. So what I'm saying is too many points to debate with you over chat. Jordan Brooks. You didn't even spell his name right.
I think
It's a wow.
Hey, I think next Tuesday, Jay should have a chance to come on here, and I want to hear his side of it. I want to
100%, man. Jay, does that sound good to you? Would you like to come on here next Tuesday?
If this was a Titans debate, I would fight anyone to the death. So I say this is a reasonable request.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Jason, did you have a kneel down for me?
No, brother. Yeah, I knew you were coming with it. I knew you were coming with it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Gardner Minshew was my little special spice today.
Hell yeah. We can make it work. All right.
We can make it work.
All right, Jay. We'll bring you on. We'll bring you on next Tuesday. We'll make it work. I just wanted to say, table it till then. Perfect. That's fine, man. I just wanted to say thanks for everybody who watched. We had consistent 4 viewers throughout this. That was really cool. I hope it's our friends. That would be awesome. We had upwards of 12 of this on this stream here. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to be more consistent for sure. Whether it's all 3 of us, whether it's 2 of us, whether it's myself and a guest, whether it's Cam and a guest, it doesn't matter. We're going to make this thing happen. Next episode, I'm really, really, really excited about. We are going to rank the quarterbacks for every single division, and we're going to project a little bit too, because obviously Trevor Lawrence with Jacksonville, all that. Right. We're going to rank them for real life football and then for fantasy football as well. And then we have a very, very special draft. A very special draft for you. And I forgot what it was because I've had a few beers. What the hell is the draft that we're going to do?
So it's going to be, we're going to draft. Well, I'm going to draft defense, and Eric and Cam are going to draft offense. And we're going to create the perfect fantasy comic book football team.
Oh,
yes.
I love it so much, man. It makes me so happy, dude. This is going to be the best. Yeah. So, man, y'all got to tune in for that. It'll be Saturday, probably, let's say like 1 p.m.-ish Eastern time. We'll see what we're going to go with. But, hey, man, thank y'all all so much for tuning in. And hopefully this was a little bit entertaining for y'all. I know it was fun for me, for Cam, for Jason. We're going to go ahead and sign off of here. But, hey, man, y'all have a good rest of your night, and you be good.